But some of you will get caught up in this trap of constantly learning because you're afraid to sit down with one model, follow the rules, stick to that process, and let it yield whatever experience is intended for you. And then you have a baseline. That's why I could literally give out a model every single day. And some of you want me to do that. But the only thing it's going to do is like a dog in a meat market. You ain't going to know what to do. You're going to run around and you just chase everything. Instead of simply sitting down and saying, you know what? I'll just have a filet. Thank you. And I've done that with the 2022 model. I've done that just recently with the silver bullet model. I have lots more coming, but you don't have to have anything else. The optimal trade entry was enough. OTE pattern, the flagship that was on my YouTube channel. That's enough. The 2022 model, that's enough. You can use it in every session. London, New York, PM session. You can use it in London close. You can trade it in Forex. You can trade it in futures. You can trade it in crypto. You can trade it in whatever you want to trade it in. It works. There's no excuse. You have zero excuse not to have some baseline by now. You should have some kind of experience to be able to say, you know what? This works. And I have to work on refining it, but I know it works because I've seen it in back testing, looking at where it has done this in the past. I tell you what time to look for these things to form. That way you're not just going around and looking at charts blindly. Go right to these specific times of the day. That's where it's going to form. For those people that go back in their old data and their old charts and they study that, they see it, they don't need me to do 50 examples of that. They don't need to see me do it live 50 times a week. They're sold on the idea, okay, there's something here. It merits more investigation because I see the evidence of this thing occurring. It's not contrived. It's not conjectured. It's not made up. It's not fabricated. It's really happening every day. And once you see that, you don't need to have anybody else to cheerlead for you. You know, okay, there's something here. I'm going to mine that. So I give you just a few models so that way you go in and you now start working on the skill sets that are required. Not veering off course, hopping from one PD array, one approach, fair value gap, inversion value gap, breakers, market maker models, buy, sell. There's 1,000 things out there that I teach. Every individual one of them is a model. Every single one of them is an individual model. But I give you, this is the best way to learn. I'm allowing you to pick your weapon. I've opened my arsenal doors. So here it is. Look what I have here. Pick your weapon. But nothing changes when it comes to time. Time of day, these things occur at specific times, certain days of the week, certain weeks of the month, certain month of the year. I'm allowing you to bring your personality, your personal influence, because you're the problem and you're the last puzzle piece. See, some of you are sitting around here, you're writing diligent notes, you're doing this, you're doing that, and that's wonderful. But you're all waiting for that last penny to drop. The last ICT puzzle piece. And then it's all going to come together. It's all going to be crystal clear. Once he tells me this one PD, the 81 PD arrays, final last one. That's it. That's it. That's the Holy Grail. No, it's not. If you walked over to your mirror right now, look at yourself real quick. That's the final puzzle piece. And it's always been you. You're the reason why you succeed, and you're the reason why you haven't succeeded yet. And ultimately, you and you alone are the only reason why you're going to fail. That's not me talking down to you. That's me telling you the way it is. That's just the way it is. Are you coming to me for a constant dose of something new, but have done nothing with what I've already given you?
All right, good morning, chat. Happy hump day, boys and girls. Good morning. Welcome in, chat. Hope everybody is doing well. Say what's up in the chat. Hit the like button if you would be ever so kind, boys and girls. Good morning, Arab Magician. Good morning, Lucy. Good morning, PEJW. Good morning, Nika. Noah, good morning. Lumen Charles, Kelsic the Trader, Dominic, Shirley, Kelsic, Royland, Jose, Doman, Z-Trades, good morning. Hindsight King, good morning. What's up, Kookie? Good to see you, man. Frexy, good morning. Arson, good morning. Jonesy, good morning. All right, good morning, boys and girls. Welcome in. Hope everybody is doing fantastic today. We'll go ahead and jump into the charts. Let me turn the background music down a little bit. We got our opening bell. Oops. Missed it, boys. 10 seconds into our opening bell. Here we go. We got PPI day today. So PPI was at 8:30. We have Chairman Warsh testifying again this morning at 10 a.m. Yesterday it was kind of choppy when he was doing his thing. So we'll see if it's the same thing today or not. But might just have to be patient. See what we get. As far as where we're at in price, we did get a move up above the data high. Finally, last night at 8 p.m. we finally got to the data high. In the 8 a.m. hour, or yeah, the 8 p.m. hourly candle. Got to the data high. We did eventually get to the actual new high of the week, technically. We took out that Sunday wick high here as well at 30,042. We have not taken out the previous weekly high yet, though. So 30,094 is the previous weekly high here on the NASDAQ. And we'll see if we can get that on the 4-hour chart. We do see price potentially looking to find some support here in this hourly or this 4-hour bullish fair value gap. It's actually a BPR if you extend it across to the left, as well as this 4-hour order block. So we've seen kind of some bullish order flow start to kick back in. We'll see if this can hold. And here on the hourly, we'll see. There's a little unfilled hourly gap right here. Maybe price wants to dig for that. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, previous weekly high I think is still in play here. That is what I would like to use as my target for today, if we can get it. And that's going to be kind of my game plan here, chat. 15-minute gap here as well. Market. $15-minute gap that we're currently in. Let's drop down here. And then we'll see if it wants the hourly as well. All right. All right. Should be, let me turn these on. Should be all set here. See where the, yeah, that's the, obviously the new week opening gap is right here at the high end of this current market structure. Obviously, if we get to the previous weekly high, we're going to have to get through here. So we'll see if we can or not. We'll see if we can, chat. All right. All right, man. Good morning, boys and girls. Hope everybody's doing well. How are we doing, chat? How the heck are we doing, boys and girls? What is the poll today? Holy bullish. Holy shit. 68% of the chat is bullish. I take back everything I said. I think we're going to 0. Oh, my God. 2 days in a row, we've been tilted. The chat has been super tilted for bullishness. So, oh, boy. We'll see what that means. What's up, Sesko? What's up, Forbidden One? Royland, good morning. No break even today. We finally broke the break even curse yesterday. However, we did have to close. We did have to close partial profits early and also trail our stops into profit in order to not be stopped out at break even. But we did technically break the break even curse yesterday with a partial win, I guess, during CPI day. But it was pretty choppy yesterday, to be honest. So it wasn't like the cleanest CPI day we've ever had, that's for sure. Data low sweep to the H1 FEG and reverse to 30,094 would be so fire. Kooky, I like the sounds of that idea. I do like the sounds of that idea quite a lot. So yeah, we'll see. We will have to get through this 5 and 15 minute to get down to that hourly. So it's possible that maybe we won't. I mean, this is, like you said, the data low. So we'll see, man. We will see. Little out of sync right now, though, aren't we? We got ES is just absolutely soaring on this current hourly candle, and NQ is bearish on the current hour. So that's fun. Look at it. ES is just ripping right now, while NQ is currently in a bearish candle. YM, yeah, starting to move up, but level on ES here would be, hang on, where's our previous weekly? Is that our previous weekly high? Oh, interesting. So the previous weekly high, got that right? Yeah. Previous weekly high was actually put in on Friday for ES, apparently. Previous weekly high on ES 628. Pushing up to that right now. Is this the toughest price action that you have navigated? It's probably, to be honest, yeah. Probably. It's just been so rangy for so long. You know what I mean? Even you guys remember when we were complaining about all-time high price action? All-time high price action was like, I feel like a kind of a walk in the park compared to like what we're up against like currently. So, but we're also like technically borderline all-time highs on the indices. So, yeah, it's just so tough, man. We've been in such a range for so long, right? Since literally May 11th. So, not only that, but then we're competing with Trump's headlines, just totally obliterating trades from time to time. So that's fun. But yeah, I would say it's pretty tough. If anybody else has been trading for a while, let's say like 5+ years in the chat, and wants to sound off on that question from their experience, feel free to do so. I'm curious to know what you guys think that have been trading for a while. If this is your most tough action that you've navigated, I feel like it is. I kind of wish I was day trading during like Trump's first term, so I could truly like compare and contrast. I wasn't really trading during his first term, and unless like towards the end when I first like started learning, but can't really count that, can we? ICT said it will get easier in September. Well, yeah, I mean, summer months are always like a little bit, you know, tricky compared to like fall and spring. But usually it's because it's like slow. And I guess you could say that we are slow compared to what we were doing earlier in the year, right? We're not expanding. It's just a consolidation though. That's the condition that we're in, which is the problem. That's why we see like levels not getting traded into fully, right? And that's why we're getting so many break-even trades when we do get direction correct, because we're holding for a target and then it doesn't get hit. I've been trading since 2022, and I'd say this is the toughest it's been for you. Yeah. Well, 2022, 2023, 2024, honestly was like, oh my gosh. We really didn't know how good we had it. All right, here comes that data low, I think. Hourly gap just below that as well. So kind of the idea here, boys, for me, is that we're still working our way to that previous weekly high. Now, if this hourly gap were to fail, I'd probably have to scratch that idea, at least in the short term. But the idea would be, let's get into here, let's mitigate hourly 4-hour, and then let's find support to go up towards that level. So that's the thought for now, man. If we lose that hourly gap, though, then forget that idea, I guess. But yeah, it was nice to start the week off. Well, I guess technically I started the week off Monday getting slipped with a Trump headline. It was supposed to be a break-even trade. Ended up taking a little bit of red on it because of the slippage. But yeah, I got a nice little piece of the pie, I guess, yesterday. So It's getting to the point. It's getting to the point where it's like I'm never gonna complain about being green at this rate. In these markets, not in these markets, Chet. Oh man. What's up, Hugo? I'm good, man. How are you? Technically now it's easy for traders to trade. Then does that mean prop space make more money off of us? If so, then why scum off us so often? Hey man, all is fair in love, war, and business. I mean, props want to make money, man. It's kind of, I mean, it's literally, it goes both ways, right? Like even traders, traders don't care about the prop firm. Traders just want to make money for themselves too. That's why traders complain so much when like the prop does something that stops them from like gambling their way to success, if that makes sense. But yeah, we're trying to essentially bankrupt prop firms while the prop firms are just enjoying how most traders have no self-control and just blow 30 accounts a week. You know, it's a nice little yin and yang there. Unfortunately, they have the market on their side. The market's basically undefeated. You guys are saying NQ? What? You guys are saying NQ took out London. What? The hourly gap is the Asia low, by the way. $837. I don't see the difference on MNQ versus NQ right now that you guys are saying. Yeah, I'm not seeing the difference here. Yeah, Warshat 10. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ranging plus divergence equals no trade, Lone Wolf. That's why we're gambling, Lone Wolf. We've entered the market phase where every trade we take is a gamble at this point. And I'm here for it. Who's with me? Hands in. Hands in. Stop loss on 3. 1, 2, 3. Code Tyler on 3. Oh, God.
Stop it. Get some help.
Did you guys know that Michael Jordan has like a gambling addiction? That's kind of funny. Funny coinky dink there. ICT watching me doing gambling. He's proud. He's proud deep down. You know what I mean? And you know what else? If we do lose, we always will have this to make us feel better.
You're going to do it wrong. You're going to have transactions that don't pan out, that are profitable. And it doesn't mean you can't trade. It doesn't mean that your system's flawed. It doesn't mean that you won't eventually become long-term consistent. It just means that individual decision didn't pan out for you. And that's okay. That's one of the main takeaways I want you to understand.
Yeah, he don't mind. He don't mind if we lose. All right, well, right now we are stopping just shy of the Asia low and that hourly gap. We did take out the data low, though. Typical NQ here, just leaving more lows, I guess. See if it actually... Is that going to be the low, or is this going lower yet? We got what, 15 minutes here till the close of the hour and 4 hours, so 15-minute close incoming, 30 seconds. You know how much he will bet on a money match round of golf? What? ICT? Does ICT golf? Or are you talking about someone else, Jonesy? There we go. There's Asia Low. All right, sweet. I was going to say, if it just reverses right there, that is going to be so stupid. Strong 15-minute candle close, huh? Strong close to the downside there. How could I forget that you know? All right. What's up, Bonson Scalper? Oh, MJ. Oh, my bad, Jonesy. How much money would he do round of golf? Is that what you're asking? Probably more than I could afford. For now. Is he good at golf? Probably are. Probably is. Yes, Javaz. I do use TradeSyncer. Yes. Yes. He paid somebody for the for his luggage at the airport. That is funny. What a legend, man. What a legend. Hey, no risk, no Rari. Show my biceps? Nah. No. I don't want to be judged by Kevin. Absolutely not. If you ask my mods though, my mods might send a double bicep pose. You might get something. You might get Kevin. You might get Crypto Surfer. You might get Nika. Hell, PEJW. He might even send a little something. He might send a little something. You never know. You got to talk nice to him though. Salim, BMW X5M. I'm going to be watching that 937 FEG to be inversed for longs. The 937 FEG. Oh, this big fat boy, huh? Well, boys, I don't know. I might have to fucking scratch my idea here if this doesn't start finding some support because, yeah. We are just ripping right through here. Ripping through the 4 hour, the 1 hour. I may have to change directions here. I don't know. We still got all those London lows from yesterday. Just standing there, looking at us menacingly. He's just standing there, menacingly. Oh, man. Oh, I need to get some more SpongeBob memes on here. That's what I need.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from Stupid Town?
Anyway. Oh. Boys, this is dumping. boys. I did mark out the Asia low, Sempi. It is 837. We're already below it. So yeah, that's Asia low from last night. Asia low from night prior is all the way down here. It's the external low basically here. I think we'd be working with that 303. So yeah, man, dude, maybe new week opening gap. Holding on for dear life. Chat is so well, yeah, I forgot. Wait, right. The chat is so bullish today, so it makes sense. It makes sense, chat. Look what you did. Look what you guys did. You guys broke the market. That's why we can't have nice things. Macro and hourly close should give us a lot of info. I agree. But yeah, man, so hourly's gonna, well, macro's beginning, but hourly's gonna close here in 10 minutes. We're gonna get an hourly 4-hour close. The bullish PD arrays, unless something changes here the next 10 minutes, which it could, but if these fail, man, then my idea was obviously shot here, and then my eyes probably start to gravitate back down towards like some of these previous lows that were left. I mean, I don't think I'm missing anything in here, am I? 4-hour, 6 hour. Yeah. It's so tough, man. Fucking 6-hour gap right here. That would technically be in like a discount of this leg, but this trading shit. This dude, trading in this shit is so fucking tough. It's like, do I trust discount and premium or nah? Or do I trust highs and lows? I don't even know anymore. Am I premium and discount or highs and lows? I mean, who fucking knows? Take your guess, I guess. Discount and premium is only really beneficial when we're, you know, kind of a clear bias, clear direction, but God help us. What's up, Bugs Bunny? Yeah, even ES stopped short of the previous weekly high, so. If it wasn't daily consolidation, I would be looking for shorts probably, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Dominic. Somehow the daily range is getting worse and worse. This might never end, chat. This may never end. Tell me why. ICT just got another banger. Of course he did. Let me check this shit out. Let me guess. Buddy's short up here somewhere. All right. I'm going to say this. I said this one time before, and this is when I think he got a little offended because I think he was on stream when I said this. ICT, if you're listening, I'm not a hater. I'm just pointing out something that could be true. Like if it wasn't Michael, right? Michael, if it wasn't you, I could say this about anybody else. So don't fucking, you know what I'm saying? Just fucking relax if you are listening. But all I'm saying is, boys, would it ever be this is where like my doubt creeps in. This is maybe where you could say, oh, Tyler, you're being a hater. Maybe I am. I don't know. But like, do you guys think it's possible? This is all I'm just asking. All right? Don't fucking crucify me. I'm just asking, would you think it's possible that somebody like Michael and or other people could ever only show you the trades like that when they hit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say? Who's to say that there's not a bunch of losses being taken that just aren't being shown? You don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Is it possible is the question. Is it possible? I rest my case. Just nice PA if you look. Just nice PA if you look from that, but man, completely no bias. Ain't trusting equal lows, not trusting nothing in the market, huh? Yeah, we got trust issues. We got trust issues. All right, well, hourly close incoming here in 4 minutes. Warsh will start to testify at 10, I guess. And if we do end up closing inside this shaded area and or above it before the hourly close, then that will actually be the hourly gap still holding. The setup that I'm looking for now, it just kind of depends what this hourly does, to be honest. My thought process was that we would maybe find support in this 4 hour and 1 hour to then maybe go target the previous weekly high, but that's kind of starting to give out, so may have to reassess. We'll see. And, I mean, if we do end up going long to previous weekly highs, maybe just may have to trade ES instead of NQ here. I mean, ES is clearly stronger and obviously much closer to that previous weekly high level, so might have to trade ES instead. I mean, look at ES right here. Honestly, it might go long on ES right now. I'm not super familiar with my risk, what my risk should be. And I might miss out. Damn. Oh, all right. I'm actually in a long right here on ES. I just entered on MES. We're going to give this a whirl here to try to get that previous weekly high level. Yeah, we got Warsh. Warsh is going to be testifying, but we'll see what kind of action it brings. Giving this a go, though. Giving this a go. Thought process here, we sweep the internal lows here to the left. We're trading up from a 15 and 5 minute bullish FEG. We obviously have SMT at the lows with NQ down here, right? NQ's way below this low. And we're seeing here in the macro, nice V-shaped recovery here, inversing all of this structure here to the left. So we'll see if this can find support now. Looking at traded down into this FEG here, found support, nice engulfing candle out of it, bullish order block. Wanting to see this continue to support price for an expansion up on this hourly. But yeah, ES definitely looking way cleaner and stronger here, so. Hourly just opened up. We just flew up. No lower wick. I have on NQ here, I'm marking out the premium discount of the current regular trading hours range. All right, so break even, may go break even as early as NQ retracing back to that 50% premium of this leg down from regular trading hours. We'll see where we're at on ES at that time, but I guess nice move so far. No screenshots, guys. No jinxes. No jinxes, but yeah, the hourly close on NQ, we did end up closing inside that hourly gap, so we did not close below it. ES is, here's where we could maybe find some rejection as well. We got a little OB here, and it's a rejection wick on the 5 minute. Not a bad break-even spot here. Not a bad break-even spot here. However, I do feel like something stupid could happen where it comes down and puts a wick in on this hourly candle, but feels like a decent break-even here. NQ just about to tag here, this 50% as well. Yeah, NQ just hit 50% equilibrium of the regular trading hours push down, so. Manage your trade however you would like. I'm break even here. Entry 612 and 3/4. Got my stop just a little in profit. Looking for previous weekly high. Yeah, I know. No wick here. It might just come snag me out of break even. It is what it is though. Waiting for the 5 minute close. Or are you looking for like a 5 minute inversion? It's just tough because NQ's already back to equilibrium now. Yeah, so here's what we're running into on the 5 minute as well. A little volume imbalance. Rejection wick. See if we can get through here. Well said, Felix. I mean, if we get retracement at all, I'm probably getting break even. To be honest. I don't know if this FEG is enough when we don't have a wick on this candle. Two losses on the week, Mr. I get up too early. Is that on the giveaway account that you won? All right, so here's where we're at overall as well. 5 minute. We do have a 5 minute BPR down here. Some of you may look at that and be like, I'm going to keep risk on because of that. That's up to you, I guess. I'm just going to stay break even, though. We're coming to the end of the macro, as well as the fact that NQ traded up to 50% of the regular trading hours range. If it does come down here, I'm just going to be safe rather than sorry. Blew the account from yesterday after I didn't take partial after. No. Oh, fuck. Motro, don't worry, man. We've all been there. We've all been there. Yeah, Motro. It's such a emotional. It really is a mind fuck. There we go. Nice push. Woo! Come on, give it to us. Give it to us, ES, please. Please, please, please. I'm just going to go stop to that low that it put in on the 1 minute. Not really securing much, but if we can get this push, that'd be nice. We are officially hitting that 5 minute rejection block. It's like a perfect 2R to the previous weekly high if we can get 628. Remove TP? Nah, dude, I'm good. No. Last thing I need to be doing is trying to, like, get greedy with my TPs now. YM looks like dog shit. YM looks like dog shit. All right, so we'll see here. NQ's digging up into that 15 minute. Yeah, we're basically going to need to see this structure hold us here on ES, so otherwise probably a B. Or not a B, but stop and profit. Oops. Yeah, well, the macro's over now, Z-Trade, so this might be it. Might see the retracement come in, leave these highs for later. That's just what we've been doing, man. Like, we just generate highs, generate lows, don't run them out. Trade back to the extreme of the opposing range, right? Another 90% move, and then we go down. We're on ES here, though, so I'm hoping that we can get a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for here? Delivery to the target, maybe, as opposed to NQ, but everything's pretty rangy, so. Remove the stop loss. Let Jesus take the wheel. Oh, I believe, Felix. I believe. I'm just not going to get my hopes up anymore. The thing is, if I keep my expectations low, I can't get disappointed. You see what I'm saying? If I get all horny for my TP and then I get break even, I'm going to go on tilt. Like Motro in the chat yesterday. So we just keep our expectations nice and low. That way they can't be upset. Incoming Trump tweet. Hopefully if we get Trump tweeted, my stop is just far enough in profit to where the slippage won't fuck me. We got the stop, a good 3.5 points in profit, chat. We'll at least make 3.5 points on this. Rich AF. Oh. How many points is this? 15 to the previous weekly high? Little gap here. Can she hold? Yeah, NQ is getting some rejection off that 15 too. 8:30 open. Ah, shucks. Come on. Come on, ES. Don't do us like NASDAQ. Give me a reason to trade you more. Give me a reason to trade ES more. Giving room for the 5 minute? Yeah, I think it's totally reasonable. I'm just being safe rather than sorry. I don't know. I definitely don't. I can see why you would do that, Z-Trades, for sure. I'm scared. In other words. Good morning, Bella. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Are you doing a giveaway after the stream? Could use a fresh eval. I don't know. The giveaways are up to you, boys and girls. You got to hit the like button. If we get enough likes, we do a giveaway. If we don't have enough likes, then I keep them all to myself. Might get trailed out here, chat. NQ just started diving here down into the 5. If ES does the same, we're going to be out. Yeah, dang it, dude. Oh well. All right, I'm out. Flat and all. Out with 3.5 points of pure profit. Chat. So, all right, we'll see what happens here. So this is where we're at on NQ though. So NQ, oops. I just marked out the premium and discount from regular trading hours. So if you do that, this range from here to obviously the low, we traded up into 50% or just above it, as well as this 15-minute bearish gap in structure here. So bearish order block, bearish BPR, seeing the respect there after rebalancing the regular trading hours. So I'm just being safe rather than sorry. I mean, I think if you're in on the ES long, you might still hold this and say, all right, I'm gonna at least give it room for like this 5-minute. But I'd rather just take the break even and not let it become a loss if I am wrong. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't just like wick me out there. I'll have to get mad at Kevin then. He's always mad at me when I don't trail. And I trailed. And if I get bamboozled out of my trade because I trailed right there, I'm gonna just lose my shit. I mean, if we're gonna come back and we're not gonna come put in a wick on this hourly candle, that's crazy. That is some bullshit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nah, I'm gonna crash out. Now I'm gonna crash out. Trailing is a scam, chat. Trailing is a scam. Never do it, ever. Never, ever. Oh. Don't do it. I can't even look at it. I don't even want to look at it. Out of sight, out of mind. AK, it's on my other monitor. Dude, oh my... Brother in Christ. Guys. Kevin. Oh, I'm like the mother from Home Alone. Kevin. Anyway, that's just kind of how the trading has been. That's just kind of how the trading's been going, chat. Fuck. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. One day, whatever, man. I'm done trying to make sense of this shit. Nice. Full force though. Yeah, I won't be doing that. This is where I cope and I just say green is green. I mean, we are out of sync, though, are we? I mean, NQ's still wanting to look like it wants to push lower here. We got YM. It just got a breath of life out of nowhere. It's just started pumping. ES trailed my stinky ass out. Now we're ripping. The sad part about this is if I would have just left my break even stop at like truly break even, this would have been just fine. I entered ES today because it was clearly stronger and cleaner. Khaled for a long. My target is previous weekly high, so we're clearly gonna take that out on ES and not NQ. So that was why. That was why. Up 420. There you go. Yeah, what did I get there? 124 bucks. 124 bucks per account there, bud. We're rolling in it today. I kind of, dude, for those of you guys that are still holding this, I'm sorry, but I kind of do hope it does retrace against this a little bit, just for my sanity. You guys know how it is. It's nothing worse than like getting tricked out of your trade, like turtle souped out of your trade, literally, and then it goes to your TP. Nothing worse than that. So for my mental sanity, it'd be nice to see nobody be able to profit. If I can't profit, nobody can profit. Yes, come down here. Make me feel way better about my decision. Does that make me a bad sport, boys and girls? Took the same trade, got stopped out where you did. You did, Nemo? Son of a gun. Yeah, man, it is tricky right now. I'll tell you. All we can do is all we can do, chat. I mean, shoot. You know what I mean? All we can do is all we can do. That's all I can say. Well, everybody always gets mad at me when I don't trade ES over NQ and when ES looks better, but is this what I've been missing this whole time? Just a bunch of nothing? Did I cheat on NQ for nothing? I mean, look at this shit, dude. This looks like it just wants to send it lower. Don't it? Immediate rebalance on the hourly. 4 hour. What did we do? Same thing on the 4 hour. Immediate rebalance on the 1 hour, 4 hour, 15-minute. Bearish holding. You guys thinking previous London low, or what are we thinking here? Definitely, I mean, it's just different structure, right? ES looks like it could still hold for that previous weekly high. Meanwhile, NQ looks like it wants to just sell off. If you're looking for shorts, NQ is definitely the better option. Previous London, yeah, we got 545.50. Say that fucking 5 times fast. 545.50 for the previous London low. Typical, where are we at here? End of the macro, getting the move here. That's crazy. We might have, guys, we might have to ditch the macro logic until something, like, I don't know. Do we just take the rest of the summer off using macros? They don't work, like, at all. We're actually better off, like, waiting for the macro to end and then look for a trade. Lately. Like, look at this. Look at this 2022 model. Trade up. That's where we hit the 15-minute. Market structure shift. Fair value gap, pull back into. It's just, I mean, it's just like, is it crazy how like hindsight, it looks so perfect. Or is it just me? No, don't crash out, Jose. No. We don't need to crash out. But, all right, man. Happy with my decision. Like I said, I wanted to be safe rather than sorry. That was just a tingly feeling I had in the bottom of my you-know-what. And ultimately, the decision paid off. It got real dicey there for a second. Kind of thought market was going to do me dirty. Good decision, man. Good decision. Hoo. Hindsight is 2020, chat. Here we go. Now, the question is, can a boy like me, what's a guy like me got to do to get into a trade like this without being totally degenerate? What's a girl like you doing in a guy like me? You know what I mean? Kevin. See, Kevin, I know. That's the thing. Sometimes you just got to blindly trust Kevin. That's the thing. That's one thing you'll learn about old Kevin in the chat. You know, sometimes you can just blindly trust. And it just works. It just works. Retain saying, be ready to buy. I don't think so. I don't think so anymore. I've changed my mind. I've had a change of heart, you might say. I'm ready to sell this to oblivion. I'm ready to sell this straight to your mother. Straight to your mother. I mean, dude, it's just so crazy. Like, man, it really was like actually from just a price action perspective. I know the timing was not great, but like price action perspective, 15-minute bearish PDRA, drop down to the 1 minute. 1 minute CISD. I mean, it actually was fucking pretty beautiful. I cannot lie. I cannot lie. What do I think about order flow? Well, what do you include in order flow? I would say that I do use order flow, but I'm using it through the lens of like reading price action, right? Like I'm looking at what are we delivering from on the higher time frames on down? What's being respected? What's being disrespected? If bullish PDRAs are being respected and bearish PDRAs are being disrespected, to me, the order flow is bullish and vice versa, right? So, but when you say order flow, do you just mean like volume profile? Do you mean like reading the DOM? I will never, ever be somebody that reads the DOM ever. That's just, no. I'll never do that. I would never, ever, ever do that. Now, I actually don't mind the volume profile. I always thought it was a useful tool. I used to use it. I always thought the volume profile was a pretty useful tool. I don't have anything against that. I just don't use it anymore because I already have like enough stuff on my chart. Like I operate better like the less I have on my chart, to be honest with you. The less I have on this thing to worry about, the better off I am. So I'm just trying to like truly read the price action. And just look at the market purely through liquidity and imbalance, right? Like that's just what I view the market is. It's always doing one of two things. It's either sweeping liquidity, rebalancing, or both at the same time. Like for the most part, that's usually what it's doing. Obviously, you could say there's a third phase where it's accumulating or generating liquidity. But for the most part, the market's always doing those things. So I want to just look for that. Yeah, man. So I mean, if people listen, I've always said this: if you have something like a tool that you like, maybe it's not popular amongst like other people, but like you like it and it makes your trading better. Who gives a shit what anybody else thinks? Like, who gives a shit what I think about the footprint chart if it works for you? You know what I mean? I mean, you could throw Bollinger Bands on your chart if it helps you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I felt like the Bollinger Bands were going to help take my trading to a whole nother level, I'd put them on my chart too. It would just be foolish not to at that point, wouldn't it? No, Roy. Well, that's not even true, Royland. What the fuck, man? Why y'all here lying to the folks? Why y'all here lying? Royland? Capping ass. Capping ass. But I mean, it does play into the, I'm looking at the market, like I said, through liquidity and imbalance. And when we're in a daily range like this, what happens to the liquidity? Like, we're literally in that third phase that I mentioned, which is accumulating, and we just like leave highs, leave lows. I mean, we just saw it again this morning on ES. Look what ES did. So yeah, when liquidity doesn't get taken out, well then what am I going to do? My targets don't get hit. Like, look at that. We come up, perfect equal highs again on ES. Sharpest reversal you've ever seen. What do you want me to do, man? What the fuck do you want me to do? Is this fucking thing on? God. Is it normal to trade while this speak news? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's normal. Yeah, definitely normal. No, I don't know. Some people probably didn't trade because Warsh was talking, but I also, once we were getting to 10 a.m. there, too, it was kind of, we were kind of in limbo as far as, like, where we felt price might go. And we were seeing two different things. ES was looking more bullish while NQ was looking more bearish, so. No, I'm getting pretty convinced that we're going to see the previous London low on NQ at this point. Royland, so I'm not looking for the long right now anymore. I don't know if it's going to give me the opportunity. It may just run right to it, and then we might be looking for longs after. But yeah, if you guys would like to do a giveaway today, hit the like button. If we get to 200 likes, we'll do 2 giveaways today. We only got to like 150 yesterday. So we did not do any giveaway yesterday, which means we have another account we could use today, but we got to get to 200 likes, chat. So hit the like button. We're navigating this market the very best we can. And trying to have fun while we do it. My algorithm is predicting only a 20% chance that the other side of the orb gets broken. Should stay one-sided down. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I would say if we do get, if we do get retracement, we leave the low here. Do get retracement. I would love to frame a short off of OTE. OTE of this 5-minute gap that we traded up into here. So that's like if we're really weak and in a hurry, we might just see this get heavy. But if we could get retracement up in here, I definitely would be open to that. May even just limit order on it, but may even just limit order on it and hope that this hourly candle stays heavy. You know, the only way that this idea would kind of fail would be like if this hourly candle ends up wicking all the way back up into here and then closing, right? Wonder if we could get away with something like this. don't even know if I put my stop all the way there, to be honest. Probably go stop like right there. And then you're looking for that. Baby, could you? So anyway, I dropped a sell limit on this. And we'll see if it gets picked up or not, but if not, that's fine. Like I said, we might see it just get heavy off this 5-minute FEG. And if it does, then we're probably just in a hurry to get to like London. And then probably, honestly, probably looking for our longs off that come 11 o'clock. So we're going to have a portion of a 15-minute opened up as well here at the end of this, possibly. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Rocket took one trade, took a long on ES. We were in nice profit, well, nice-ish profit, but we did end up getting trailed out in profit on it. Wanted the previous weekly high on ES, couldn't get there. I don't know, ES is still like chopping around, to be honest, above 930 open. If you go look at the 15-minute wicks on ES, you kind of get the picture. It's actually pretty nasty. This is the 15-minute. On ES. Meanwhile, NQ is just starting to jump off a cliff here. They're fighting right now, says Melda. Let's see. Yeah, she might be gone, boys. She may be gone. Probably gone. They're fighting right now?
Admit that I show up with a lot of ideas for reform in monetary policy and supervision, regulation, and payments. I've only been there a short while, for 7 weeks. But instead of an institution acting inert, what I've found is my colleagues are really open-minded to change. What I found is we're going to have a good family fight. I'm not imposing ideas. That's part of the idea of the task forces the chairman referenced. But we're going to try to be better at our jobs, fulfill our mission, be accountable, be responsible, and do it all with the utmost integrity. That's my intention. We're early into this. I don't want to prejudge outcomes. We made a lot of progress in a short period of time, and frankly, I'm proud of it.
I like the idea that you're putting together work.
Well, it's good you're proud of it. I'm going to delete the limit order, guys. I think it's gone. I think it's gone. Like a freight train, gone like yesterday. Gone like a soldier in the Civil War. Bang, bang. Gone like a 59 Cadillac. Like all the good things that ain't ever coming back. She's gone, 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 gone. She's gone. You don't like the sound of his voice? He seems like a good guy. Your limit sell is my stop that I trailed from your short. Where'd you go short from? Probably up here in this 15-minute, maybe this change in the state here, I'm assuming. Yeah, we were going to see if we get like a, well, maybe we'll get it, but it's probably going to just die for these London lows from yesterday. Pretty low resistance, so and we're not really getting the retracement. Like this was, didn't even get back to 50%. of that. So a little heavy. We'll see. 1039 right now. Yeah. No, Trump's not talking. The chairman of the Fed is talking, Kevin Warsh.
But in supervision and regulation too, when I was before this committee some 20 years ago, there was a debate about what the Basel process should be. Boy, we should get to the bottom of that 20 years later, and we should end up with a set of reforms in the United States that makes our financial system and our banks safer, sound.
So, yeah, send a trade. Send your trades in the Discord if you guys took anything today. I got trailed out in profit on the ES long. Ultimately, looks like this is the NQ short there. Yeah. I was still holding out hope that ES would work its way to that previous weekly high when NQ was setting up that short. Oh, you went long before PPI, Dom? You crazy bastard. That's crazy. What happened here? What happened here, Resu? Man, there's something about seeing MetaTrader that just like gives me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, you went long there? Yeah, well, I think what happened, call it on this one. This is NQ. So what happened here is we traded back up into, I see that you marked out the 5-minute, but it was also 50% of that regular trading hours range. That was when I went break even on the ES long. Right? Because you could just make the case for both at that point. NQ looked bearish while ES looked bullish. NQ ultimately gives this move down. ES is still stuck in that range, so. Nice, man. I'm jealous of everyone here that's catching the short. You guys, the fact that you would catch that without me is rude. No signal? What the hell, man? After all we've been through, huh? After all we've been through? Took 3 small trades, won them all. Thumbs up, Royland.
Nice.
Good work, man. If you're heading out, have a good one, man. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Enjoy your day. Dominic, I was trying to see what market was doing. I was, you know, never lose hope. What do you mean I didn't skip it? I literally just said I'm jealous of all these. Like, the more I look at them, I'm like, fuck. The more... Oh, did you go short? You went long here first? Oh, and then you flipped. I see. Yeah, Dom, I'm just jealous. Is that what you want me to say? I couldn't look at it anymore. I have FOMO. I want to be in this with you guys. TP hit. Yeah, son of a bitch. Aw. There's London low. 15's about to close. It was always London. It was always the London low. God. Regarding macros on 8:30 news days, the 8:50 macro works. It's a macro regardless of whether it's 8:30 news day. But yeah, 8:50 to 9:50 I think is the first. Technically, it's the first macro of New York session because that's after the news embargo lifts. I mean, I'm just trying to, like, by the time I got back to this and was looking at it, I mean, we were already dumping from here, right? By the time, like, I was out of the ES situation and then watching this do what it was doing. This was the trade that I took, by the way, for those of you guys that were late to stream, naughty boys. I'll put it up over here. This was the ES trade. that I was in. Break even on it though, so it wasn't an actual loss. Or not a break even. I got trailed up like 3.5 points in profit. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, by the time this started diving, kind of was too late. I wanted the deeper retracement from here to here. Obviously, just using a 1 minute dealing range from here to where that fair value gap got triggered to the low here. This was 50%, right? So you got it there. You got it there. I was just trying to be, I guess, a little bit more picky with it. Changing character. Well, I just view changing character, break a structure, market structure shift, all is the same thing. They're just different names for it. Change the state of delivery, same thing. Change state of delivery, change of character, market structure shift, break a structure. To me, they're all the same thing. But like the way that you usually want to piece this together is from the higher time frame on down. That's why I know this is hindsight from my end right now, but I wasn't bearish this morning. That's why I say it's hindsight. But obviously, if you were bearish and you're watching price play out this morning and you see that price trades up into a 15-minute PD array, so if you see price trading up into a 15-minute bearish PD array, what do you want to do? You want to scale in, see what happens. What's happening on the 1 minute from here? On the 1 minute, what do we get from that? We get this push up into that 15-minute. This was that 15-minute wick. We come down. We close below here. This is our bearish change in the state of delivery. You could call this a market structure shift. Break a structure, doesn't really matter to me. You're looking at the same thing, but because this was being supported by a 15-minute higher time frame PD array, here's your 1 minute confirmation. Boom. It just gives a beautiful short here, but yeah, that is how you would look for changing the state of delivery, break a structure, market structure shift, etc. But, you know, depending on who you ask, some people might view it different. I've seen people do all sorts of crazy shit with, you know, what they view as a break of structure after like a liquidity sweep. So that's just generally how I look at it, though. And to be honest, it's always a little bit easier on these types of, like, if you're going to go for like time frame alignment like that, it's always easier going from internal to external than external back to internal. Usually, for the most part, I found that usually the structure is a little bit cleaner and you get setups like that versus like sometimes the external to internal rotation can be a little bit trickier. But yeah. So let's see, man. 10:48, 11 a.m. macro income in here. Obviously, pretty strong bearish candle here. And we took out the London low. So, I mean, I think possibility of Monday Asia session low. But, you know, I think bare minimum, depending on how this hourly candle closes, I guess. But I would kind of anticipate power of three. We open, wick up, and then we at least come here. Right? Maybe best case scenario gives like an immediate rebalance on the hourly. And then we get at least this. Like I said, I don't know if it closes really weak with like a huge wick. Probably not feeling as confident in that. But all things considered, given how heavy this is, I think we're maybe not done going lower yet. So maybe we get like a resweep of this low. bare minimum before you really start like entertaining longs. We'll see. Trading to fade retail logic is retail logic. Says I'm the absolute GOAT. Trading to fade retail logic is retail logic. Fair enough. I mean, we're all retail regardless of how we trade. Crazy how ICT was short at the very top of the move, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. It's time for all of you guys to just admit ICT is your father. ICT is your father. Stop fighting it. You know what I'm saying? Every time you see someone on social media talking shit about ICT, you need to fiercely come to his defense. And that's it. You just got to accept it, right? Why fight it? Why fight it when it feels so good to accept it? You know what I mean? You don't need to do that. What am I doing trading? Great question. I ask myself that. I ask myself that every day. Great question. Well, also, Dominic, I mean, the timing in which this setup was like, again, it just goes back to like the macro being kind of unreliable lately, right? Like here's our macro on NQ. Right there. So the macro was the manipulation. And then we see the distribution. Basically, as soon as the macro ends, we just start accelerating. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I'm not really much of a sick sister kind of a guy. If anything, probably want to just be in the weaker or stronger asset towards your draw, but yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'm just thinking that, I'm either going to be able to find like another short continuation back to the low in 11, or maybe I'll have to, you know, look for a long back up into something unfilled, like this 15-minute, if we get like a resweep of the low first. So, you know, if we were to get a resweep of the low first, that's fine, you know, and then I'm just looking to play back into something that's unfilled. So. Sempi. No, come on now. Just give ICT give him more credit than you think he's worth. Sempi, your life will be better, trust me. Just do it. Just do it. Come on. Let's see it. We'll give you a first shot here. Just do it, Sempi. Why fight it? Why fight it, man? It's like kissing the wall, man. Your cortisol won't spike. I think we got War still talking, I think.
That at some point you're going to be, and I'm asking you now, I think, personally, I believe we need some level of mandatory testing pre-release because of the potentially draconian and dramatic effects. Now, how long, who's on that panel is critical, but what do you think about pre-testing release regime going forward, more than just the voluntary willingness of a company to come forward?
Yeah, so two things. First, these models are in their capabilities are growing at an exponential rate. In technology, we would say hyper Moore's law. It wasn't long ago people sitting in my position thought that the US was a time of secular stagnation. All the good stuff had been invented. Boy, that seems awfully anachronistic. We're moving fast. So what can we do? I don't have, as it currently structured, decision rights as to who has access. But I do have a bully pulpit, as you mentioned, and I'm unafraid to share my views with the Treasury Secretary and others. The cutting edge is moving very quickly. Key institutions are vulnerable, though.
All right. Enough of that guy. Well, it's kind of looking like resweep's coming in here. It's like this 5 minute likely brings us one more drive down, I think. 10:56 hourly close here in 4 minutes. Put the monkey on the 1 hour order block. The 1 hour order block. You didn't close your trade at the London low? Bro, that London low, I feel like that London low was like, if you were in the short and you didn't close at the London low, what the fuck is wrong with you? If you were short from up here and you didn't close that London low, what's your problem actually? Who hurt you? I was on TikTok during pre-market taking shorts and chat was flaming your ass. Nika, you're a TikTok live streamer? Is that what you're telling me? What the hell? Why was I unaware of this? I know that there's previous day low. I'm aware. Relax. Only for pre-market. God damn. Nika, what time are you waking up in the morning? I wake up like an hour before market open. Are some of you guys just like waking up? Is your alarm the opening bell and you just like crusty eye? Just as soon as my eyes open, my chart's open and I'm firing trades. 4 a.m. hit the gym, shower, get on the charts. Nice. What time you going to bed at? Like 8? 4 a.m. Yeah. You going to bed like 8 p.m. Nika? God, dude, I can't do that. Honestly, I just get. I'm kind of a night owl, man. I don't know what it is. It's like I don't know, I get like a second wind at like 10 p.m. I gotta like force myself to go to bed. Anybody else like that? Alpha future drop, huge discount. What do you think? I don't got any thoughts, man. I don't got any thoughts. It sounds like there was some alpha shit that was not so hot that just happened with the TRADEIFY situation, so I'm not the one to ask. I am on Central Time, Rao. CST, previous day or high, low reversal point is a myth. Isn't there statistically? Sounds good, Midnight. All right, new hour incoming here. Let's see how this hourly candle wants to behave, because I am totally game for, well, what would be nice? What would be nice? We get this hourly open, bang, manipulate up, maybe take out this high. And then I'm going to look to target this low. But vice versa. If we come down for the low here first, it's either going to be no trade or maybe sets up the trade back into something unfilled after. Lehem says, I'll tell you what, Tyler, it's really hard to deal with all the accusations against Michael because honestly, a lot of them have solid grounds. He's been caught lying and faking withdrawals. And I don't want to get into the whole Robbins Cup situation. Then this time he traded live, lost, and blamed the market makers for going after him. And with all that, the guy still catches insane trades that seem like only he can pull off. At this point, I honestly don't know what to think anymore. Yeah, man, I gotta give you I gotta be honest here. You're not wrong for feeling that way. And I've had similar thoughts and feelings. And then, of course, the one time that I was just mentioning those thoughts and feelings, ICT was in my chat. And now I think he fucking hates my guts. But, yeah, no, he's definitely earned some criticism for sure. And listen, I think that it's fair to question. It's fair to question, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think it makes you a hater. I don't think it makes me a hater because I've said that I didn't like how the Robbins Cup situation was handled and how that went. You know, we were just talking earlier. It's like when someone isn't trading live in front of you, it's really easy to just cherry pick and like, I'm just going to take trades and just show the winners. Like, we don't know if that's going on or not, but is it possible? It's always possible, you know? So, but that's why I say like, it doesn't, you just listen, if you're going to stress yourself out about shit that really doesn't improve your life, then like worry about that. But at the end of the day, the truth will always remain that regardless of anything that is true or not true, maybe with Michael or anyone else, your life won't get better regardless of whatever the truth is. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't make more money if you're right about, you know, judging someone else, or if you're wrong. Like, it literally makes no difference. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, just give credit where it's due. You know, doesn't mean you gotta pedestalize anybody. I know that I make jokes and I say that like, oh yeah, Michael's daddy. I'm just fucking around. But Michael, if you're watching, you're my father. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Whether Michael Huddleston has made $10 million from trading or $0 from trading, my life doesn't get better or worse, regardless of whatever that is. So, you know, now I just want to, I mean, but he still deserves credit. He still deserves credit for making the concepts popular. Obviously, a lot of people have benefited from that, including myself. Like, so he deserves the credit for that, you know? So I can give credit for that while still holding him accountable for what I think he could do a better job with. So I don't think that makes me a hater. I don't think that makes me a hater, Michael. If you're watching, Daddy. Doesn't make me a hater. Still love you. Still love you, big guy. Let the big bear get his paws on you. Bring her in for the real thing. Do I trade US 30? I don't. I mean, not really. I think I traded it once this year. I think he's a good teacher and good at marketing, but putting actual money on the line, being a trader, NQ, large majority. I mean, yeah, he's definitely a great teacher. I mean, listen, man, he doesn't get the following that he has without doing a lot of things right and adding a lot of value. Like, that is just the truth. Like, you can't really deny that. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't think it's wrong to say that he could have handled some things better for sure. So, and it's okay to be a little skeptical, I'd say. I mean, I think you should be skeptical. Probably should be somewhat skeptical of most people in this space, to be honest. Does not take a lot of effort to deceive people. Like, you know, I could just not live stream. I could trade totally private and then only show you guys like the best winning setups, or I could show you like the losers that don't look that bad. You know what I mean? Pretty easy to do, man. You just show the highlight reel, really. Yeah, well, exactly, Kevin, yeah. But you're just playing the game, man. What's up, Crypto Surfer? You're just playing the game. We're all kind of playing the game a little, aren't we? Everybody's out here rage baiting. Fucking trying to get clicks. I'm just not good at it, man. Well, I think I'm good at rage bait, but I feel every time I try to rage bait people, I feel like I'm lying. And it just doesn't feel like my cup of tea. If he was a Robbins Cup and made 1,000%, it would make you. Guys, listen, there's a chance ICT could be watching. So, like, I'm not about to. You guys are trying to get me kicked off the will. I'm trying to get back in the will. I think ICT already dislikes me a little bit because he was live that one time and I was like, I don't want to say I was talking shit because I don't think saying that the Robbins Cup situation was me talking shit. I'm just saying, like, buddy, you fucked that up. You fucked that up. I don't think that's me talking shit. But anyway, I think he took it that way. So now I think he dislikes me. So I got to get back in his good graces. Not with bad intentions either. Like, I have good intentions. I want to be cordial with Michael. Why would I not be? Why would I not want to be cordial and friendly with Michael Huddleston? I have no reason. I have no animosity towards the guy whatsoever. So please, Dad, let me back in. I'm cold out here. I want to be invited back to Thanksgiving and Christmas. Man does everything he does for free as well as his time for free. I mean, he does now, Debbie. Yeah, he does now. Not always. Plus, I mean, he doesn't even need to like work to market himself really anymore. I mean, how many people just give him free marketing? I mean, I literally put ICT concepts in the title of my streams. Granted, I'm trying to like give him credit because he doesn't like when people don't give him credit, but I mean, he's got, you know what I'm saying? He's built such a huge persona online already that like he has free marketing at this point. What would my win rate be if I traded ES only? What kind of question is that? How am I don't know. It depends on the day, probably. Was I ever in his paid mentorship? I wasn't actually. However, the guy that kind of introduced me to day trading Forex was in his paid mentorship, or at least he told me he was in his paid mentorship years ago. So this is like, I don't even know, 2017 maybe, 2016, I don't know, something like that, but a long time ago. And well, you guys, I've told you that story already. He was basically a scammer. Not Michael Huddleston, this buddy of mine or whatever. He ended up being a scammer. He had his uncle give him like a bunch of money to trade with and then lost it all. Whole big fiasco. Anyway, yeah, he was in ICT's private mentorship. And then I remember I asked him about how I could get into it. And he was like, oh, it's closed now. So I did inquire to get into the private mentorship of ICT years ago. So it was closed already. So I never did get in. I probably would have. I don't know. I don't know how much it was. Depends how much money I had and how much it cost, I guess. But I was willing to spend some money. I mean, why not? Like, either you're going to, I mean, shit. You're going to spend money to go to college. Like, what are you going to fucking learn in there? What are you going to learn at college that's actually going to Sorry, not to be a college hater, but like, what are you actually going to learn in college that's actually going to help you in life? If we're being totally honest, like if you're not going to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, you know what I'm saying? Imagine going to college and getting a degree in fucking business management. Or like something else that's retarded. And that's coming from a guy that was about to do that, by the way. I was in college for a couple years, had no idea what I wanted to do. Was like, I'm just going to be in the business school, I guess. And then after a couple years, I'm like, this is actually fucking pointless. Dropped out, never looked back. But yeah, obviously, if you guys are going to be a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer or something like that, then yeah, you need school. But outside of that, yeah, social studies, political science. I just know at this point, if I run into anybody that's a political science major, they're a flaming liberal. They're a flaming progressive. Three degrees, Nemo. What degrees did you get? Computer programming. See, like, there's fields where I feel like you can make sense of like why you'd want higher education. I feel like computer program probably one of them, or like software engineer. Like I said, any sort of engineering. I'm trying to like think of like how, bruh, even like people that go to school for like psychology and shit. It's like, I mean, I get that you probably need a degree if you're going to work in like a psychological field, but like psychology is also a soft science. I think you learn more about, I think you would learn more about human psychology, honestly, by getting into like sales. But I get it. Some people want to work with kids and all this other stuff, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, oh, a trade, right? Obviously learning a trade, being a tradesman. Yeah, being a plumber, obviously those are, you need that. But that's like a skill set, right? Med tech, nursing assistant, mortuary science. Mortuary science. What is that? Mortuary science? An academic discipline preparing students for careers as morticians, embalmers, and funeral directors. Yes, so you work... Interesting. A mortician, is that someone that like works at a morgue? Like you dealing with dead people? Dude, I tell you what, man, I feel like a profitable business has got to be owning a funeral home. I mean, it's recession proof. People die. Well, isn't that forensics though? Crypto surfer, I think it's a little bit different. But the salary for someone cleaning up a crime scene? Well, I guess forensics is more investigation, right? But salary for someone cleaning up crime scenes? I don't know how we got on this topic, but someone cleaning crime scenes. Crime scene cleaners typically earn an annual salary ranging from 40 to 80K. Is what it's telling me. Funeral homes are probably one of the biggest scam businesses. I don't disagree, but also, if you guys have your tinfoil hat on with conspiracies, bro, Is there some weird stuff going on with like cemeteries? What's going on with that? You guys seen some of this stuff? Is there some weird things going on with cemeteries that they're not telling us? I guess funeral home probably would play a part in that. Perhaps. Also, it looks like it's giving this sell-off here. We swept the just internal range highs that we generated. So she might just dump here, boys. Barcoded up on the 5-minute like no other. We didn't even like trade, really, I don't know. Immediate rebalance on the 15 and 30 minute, but like, kind of a chase, but looks like she's going to be coming for that low. Open a store in Iran. Businesses booming. Oh! Just changed protector screen on my phone. Got 0 bubbles. Nice, dude. Congrats, Dom. You're a doc yourself, Abish. Are you? What up, doc? All right, so nobody bit on the cemetery thing. I don't know if you guys saw this. It's like this conspiracy that like obviously we've had thousands of years of history of people dying, and yet like the conspiracy is basically that the cemeteries never get full because they're not actually like burying the bodies there. If that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something not. I don't know if you guys have seen any of that stuff, though. Went off on the funeral lady when your wife's mom passed in 2017. Mind you, just watched her pass in the middle of the night. I was running on no sleep. Lady got the worst of me. What happened to the funeral? What happened, man? Sorry to hear about your mother-in-law, Kevin. What'd the funeral lady do, though? Trying to charge $12K for a basic funeral. Oh, yeah, they're expensive, dude. Then when she saw me get out of the character, I stormed out of the room. She told my wife AK. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Honestly, well, I shouldn't say that. The last, like, funeral that I really had to, like, I don't know, partake in, I guess, if you will, was my mom's in 2016. Yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, man, luckily haven't had to go to very many funerals since then. At least nothing super immediate, but yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, you own a funeral home, you telling me they're not making money? I think the funeral home in my hometown, I know the guy that owns it. Like, I don't know him well, but everybody in town kind of knows of him or whatever. And yeah, I think he's living pretty good. So I want to say that they make fucking decent money, and the markup on it is probably insane. So where do they bury them? I'm not sure. Probably just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Could be a rabbit hole that you could go down, probably, though. I haven't really dug too deep into that one, though. 8K with code Kev. Oh, that's fucked. Honestly, I don't want a funeral. If somebody has to spend 12K on a funeral, I would rather just... Wow. Usually what kind of happens, too, is, like, if families are well off, you know, towards their later years, they kind of like pay for it themselves before they pass, so their family doesn't have any burden with it. But wound care specialist, learn trading, and pretty soon I'm going to quit medicine. Ooh. Worked for a guy who had horrible business practice. He never collected money up front, and then people wouldn't pay. What are you going to do? Dig up the bodies? Man. Sounds like that guy was not trying to make any money. All right, what time is it here? It's 11:19, almost 11:20. I mean, it is getting kind of late in the morning here. What I'm kind of thinking might end up happening is we might not do much on this hourly candle, and then we're going to leave like an hourly gap open in here that potentially we could use, right? Like we're not, this move lower, it wasn't really sponsored off of much. We didn't really retrace in anything. Kind of more so just accumulating here. So it might just be a waiting game until the afternoon session, to be honest. But, I mean, as of right now, one trade for me today, this long on ES, trying to get that previous weekly high. Got trailed out in a few points of profit. So not much there. I'm up like 120 bucks per account. And then we see price sell off here on the NQ. And we take out that London low. Now we're kind of... you know, where do we want to go from here, right? Do we want to retrace into something higher time frame? Can we find an opportunity to catch a trade like that? Is price going to accelerate to the Asia low from previous day as well? We'll see, but I truly think if you caught the short down to London, you're probably good on the day. And I'd probably call it a day if I was you in that situation, but we'll see. I think I just got to give this some time to build up some structure here and then figure out, you know, where we're going to go in the afternoon. So that's probably going to be my plan. Chat, probably going to be my plan. I do kind of think that you might want to remain a little bit more on the bear side through at least the course of this 4-hour candle. But we'll see. We will see, man. I will keep you guys updated if I take anything else this afternoon. But I need to go walk the doggo, go touch some grass, get some fresh air, and then I'll come back and I'll take a look at things here in a little bit. All right, man. Appreciate you, boys and girls. I don't think we hit the like goal, by the way, so I don't think we're doing a giveaway. Nah, only 120 likes, boys and girls. Can't do a giveaway today. Sorry, man. Yeah, drop your trades in the Discord if you took anything. Did you already do trade recaps? I mean, yeah, I already. Best thing you could do if you want to like see why I took this trade, just like go back on the stream and watch it. It's 10 a.m. macro. Position myself in the stronger asset. 15-minute fair value gap. 1 minute order flow was holding bullish, so I tried the long here, went break even or trailed my stop, got stopped in profit. So, but yeah, just rewind the stream if you missed that portion of it. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, guys, enjoy your guys' day. If you guys want to get funded, code Tyler. Appreciate the support. As always, boys and girls, hit the like button on your way out, and I will be back live here tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Hey, enjoy your hump day. Enjoy your Wednesday. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. All right, I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Peace and love, chat.
Wake up early, coffee to my lips. Tyler trade streaming, giving us tips. The NASDAQ hustle riding up high. Shorts on my playground, never ask you why. ICT moves, smart money flows. Precision like an arrow, yeah, that's how it goes. Stop loss is shaking, but I hold my ground. Payouts stacking while the beats pound. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trade lots now, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling race. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age.